Yo, what's going on YouTube? Technically T bringing you more case videos for the S20 Ultra, and today we have some cases from Torras. So a huge shout out to them for reaching out to your boy, man, to drop me with some cases to check out on the channel, man. So definitely hyped about these because this is going to be something a little bit different. You guys know when I like to get a new brand on the channel. Let's go ahead and see what they're working with, man. Let's see if I can throw them up in the rotation. So we do have 4 of their cases. Now, I'm not 100% sure what they're actually called, but I think the name is on the bottom. This one is going to be called the Shockproof. This one is going to be the Crystal Clear, Slim Fit, and another Crystal Clear. So let's just go ahead and get into them. Let's just start off with one and then go through the rest of them. All right, so first up, this one is going to be called the Shockproof. Now, like I said, these are all going to be new to me. I have never personally used Torras cases before. I think so, maybe years ago, like possibly on an iPhone, but let's go ahead and check them out. Now, this case right here really grabs my attention because they already hit 2 things in the head that I love about cases, and I wish more cases made. A matte frosted back, so one, you don't really have to deal with, you have to deal with a little bit of fingerprints, but I like matte backs. I'm just a sucker for matte. And on the sides, you have a nice grippy rubberish matte material. So right off the hand, I really like this shockproof case from Torras. But let's go ahead and go through it, man. So you get that huge camera cutout on the bottom, on the back. Flipping over on the bottom, all of your port cutouts, they're there. They should be good. We'll check them in a little bit. On the sides, you have a volume up, volume down, and your power button. Now, these aren't raised a lot, but we'll see how they actually perform when it's on the actual case. Cut out for that microphone up top, and that is going to be it. You have a little lanyard loophole down there if you're one of those people who like to put lanyards on your phone. So let's go ahead and pop the S20 Ultra in here, and right offhand, I really like the way this case feels. This fits very well, very good on the S20 Ultra. But let's go ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and check out these buttons. Now, even though the buttons are not raised up very much, the tactility and everything feels very good with the buttons. They are a little bit flat, but they work very well for them to be flat. But Torras probably would like to see these raised up just a little bit more. They're almost completely flush with the actual case, but they do work very well. Flipping over on the back, you do get that large camera cut out. Now, the camera itself really doesn't have a bunch of protection. Even so, the camera raises above the case, but what the overall case has are these little boots on the side, and that is actually what keeps the phone up, and the camera actually protects it so it doesn't damage it. So yes, the camera might protrude a little bit past the case, but these little rubber bumpers on the side lifts the entire case up off the table, so you really don't have to worry about it. So yeah, definitely nice design and definitely good for compensating for these rubber boots going all the way around. So overall, nice appearance right offhand. So let's go ahead and get into that lay on the table protection. Now, this is even called shockproof. It has a very thin profile, but it does give you a nice lip on the bottom and a nice lip on the top. So I think you'll definitely be good if you were to drop this down. Now, I'm not sure if they're rated at any level of drop protection. The box is kind of very minimalistic, but I'm not really seeing much, support of drop protection, but just know you do have a nice raised lip and on the top and on the bottom. Next up, how does this case actually fit on the phone? And this case has a very nice fit. Nice snug fit, nice satisfying click. When you pop this bad boy on, you know it's on. You know it's not going to come off unless you want the case to come off. So definitely a nice fit when it comes to this case, man. Nice and snug. Although on the sides, very hard to tug. Top and bottoms, even though those are the flimsy places on cases, very snug fit. So Torras did an excellent job with the fit of this. And how does it actually feel in your hand? It feels very good. Like I stated in the very beginning, this material here really makes it very grippy. Feels good just holding it in your hands, and it doesn't add too much bulkiness to your phone. I really think it keeps a very slim profile. Dropping it on wireless charging works just fine with wireless charging. So here is the shockproof from Torras. All right, next here is going to be the slim fit. So you already know within the name of it, it's going to be one of their slim style cases. So let's go ahead and get it all up out of the packaging. Let's set this over here to the side. I got stuff everywhere right now because I'm banging out these case reviews. But here it is. This is going to be the Torras Slim Fit. Now this case here is going to be more of your flimsy TPU style material. On the inside, you do get possibly what it is, some shock absorption type material. You get that nice Torras branding down there. Flipping over on the back, you also get some more Torras branding there. Very nice, smooth, rubberish plastic material, so nice kind of material. Really isn't going to show fingerprints over time. Looking on the sides, volume up, volume down. Now these are a little bit more nice buttons, and you get all the same. The cutouts on the bottom are good, and you get that huge cutout for your camera, and it looks like it has a nice little lip going around it to protect it. So let's go ahead and pop the S20 Ultra in here, and this case actually feels very good as well, man. Taurus right now is actually really impressing me right now. So thin case in the hands. My initial impressions is a very thin case. The grip feels good, doesn't add too much bulk. Very light case. It's probably why they call it the thin fit. But let's go ahead, volume up, volume down. Power button, nice and tactile. Don't have any issues with the power button. Flipping over on the back, that camera is good, but even it being a thin case, the camera actually has a lip that goes all the way around it, so it is raised up off, so you should be good when you lay your phone down just regularly. And checking out on the bottom, all of the ports seem fine, no issues there. Taking a look at that lay on the table protection, thin case, but you do have a top and a bottom lip, so you definitely should be good in the situation that it falls on the ground. Once again, now I'm not sure if these are rated for any type of drop protection, but you do have a raised lip, so you should be good in that category. You don't really have to worry about a scary anything like that. Taking a look at the actual fit of the case, and even though this is a thin case, the fit is pretty good. Now, I think the fit on the shockproof was a little bit more snug, but this case is snug. I'm not really taking it from it, man. This is probably, it's a good fit. It's a good fit. Could it fit a little bit tighter? Possibly, but you don't want cases to fit too tight. And the fit that this has actually does feel very good. I mean, top and bottom tug test, just fine. It bends a little bit, but on the sides, you're going to get this type of bend when we're talking about these slightly curved Samsung edges. It's just something you have to get used to when it comes to the Galaxy devices. Even though the corners aren't as slanted and edged on the S20 Ultra, something you just got to mention. But overall, I think the fit is very good on this case. I really wouldn't complain about it personally, and you guys know I'm going to be a stickler when it comes to the fit. And basically, how does it feel actually in your hand? Just as I stated before, feels good, feels thin, doesn't add too much bulk to it, and the size I think has plenty grip. I really don't feel like this device is slippery at all, even though the material does seem like it'll be a little slippery. The sides and that rubber on the inside really gives it a bunch of grip. And let's go ahead and drop it down on the wireless charging. As you can see, it works just fine with wireless charging. So here it is, man. Slim fit from Taurus for the S20 Ultra. Really like this case right here. Next up is going to be the crystal clear. Now let's go ahead and get this out. Now I think there were both remaining cases, because you know I have 4 cases. I think the last 2 remainings are going to be these clear cases. So we'll probably just go through one of them, then I'll actually show you the other one, because I think they sent a different color for that. But here it is. This is going to be your crystal clear case offering. You know every company has to have a clear case offering. The clear case market is booming. People love clear cases. But here it is for the S20 Ultra. Not really much to say about this case, man. This one kind of has a little bit of the similarities to the shockproof case, because it doesn't have that much camera lip, but it has these bumpers going around it to actually raise it up. And volume up and down buttons they look good. These buttons are very good, similar to their thin case. Cutouts down below. Let's go ahead and get into it. So they have a little peel on the back, and you know that back is going to be your super transparent. So let's go ahead and slap the S20 Ultra in here. If you're one of those people who want to give them a try on the thin case gang, then here it is, man. So here's gonna be your crystal clear. Initial impressions, feels very good also, man. Very thin. Taurus has thin cases, and that's good, especially when it comes to the Ultra, because you know this is a big boy phone, and you don't need really any bulky cases holding you down. So here it is, thin case. Let's go ahead and go through it. Volume up and down. Buttons are just fine, not mushy at all. Power button is just fine. Flipping over to that back, once again, you really don't have no protection of the camera, but the case itself is the protection from the camera, because it does have these raised bumps on the edges. On the bottom, you see it does have your cutouts just fine, and you get a little bit of Taurus branding there if you like Taurus. And I think that's going to be it, man. That's basically it when it comes to the appearance of the case. So let's go ahead and take a look at that lay on the table protection. Now, this is just like the other ones. Not a tremendous amount of lay on the table protection, but you do get a nice lip on the top and on the bottom. So you definitely can lay it on his face and be good to go. Next up, how does it actually fit on the phone? And the fit is very, very good with this crystal clear. And I'm actually surprised, because There are not a lot of cases that fit very good when it comes to clear style cases because of the material that they're made out of. But this actually does fit very, very good. Nice and snug. Really can't bend the sides at all, man. It is up there, top and bottom. Passes the pull and tug test. This is probably next to the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. This is a very nice fitting case. This is fitting right up there with them. There's not many clear cases that really has that fit that I love. But this one definitely is one of them, man. It feels very good. And actually, how does it feel in your hand? It definitely feels good in your hand, just like I said in the beginning. Thin, doesn't add too much bulk. It's a clear case, so you know you're going to have to deal with one. If you do have slippery towel style hands, it could get a little slippery on that clear. And then also it's a clear case, so you know you're going to get those fingerprints. It just is what it is. Dropping down on wireless charging works just fine with wireless charging. So here it is. This is the crystal clear. And just like I stated, this is going to be another crystal clear offering. Now, this one is a little bit more on the flimsy side. So it's going to give you your same kind of characteristics. Actually, it's a little bit different. So you actually have to go through this case full time. Now, this is going to be another crystal clear offering. This is more of a crystal flexus case. This is the type of material that I'm used to thinking about when it comes to clear cases. So, you know, flexible type material. On the sides, it has this very shiny chrome-ish metallic blue color. Very nice blue color, if I can say. Very nice blue. Has that same blue that's going around the rim. Transparent back when it comes to the clear cutouts. And you have your volume up and down. The volume is all one button. Power its own separate button. So let's go ahead and throw the S20 Ultra in here. And let's see how it looks. So here's another, I think it says crystal clear also. Now, I could be wrong, but I think this does says crystal clear also. But yeah, the second clear offering from Torras. Very nice fitting case. Very thin case. Once again, Torras, like I said, they make thin cases. So these do feel very good. Let's go ahead and go through it. Volume up and down. Feels good. Power button, nice and tactile. You don't have any issues there. Flipping it over on the bottom, you see your ports and cutouts are good there. Flipping it over on the back, once again, you don't really have a raised lip. Well, actually, you do. You do have a nice little lip for your camera. You can see it there. And the sides also, they don't really have any beveling, no raised sides right here, no edges. So the camera lip itself is actually protecting it. It's very flush, but I think it's over it just enough to actually protect the lip of that camera. Next, let's take a look at the lay on the table protection. Now, yes, this case is very thin, but you do have a lip and top and the bottom, so you definitely should be good with that lay on table protection. Next up, how does it actually fit on the phone? Now, the fit is nothing like the last crystal clear that we have right here. The fit is nothing like that. It fits decent, but I mean, you have to kind of really pry to get it off. I think this is also a little solid fit, but where the crystal clear didn't really do this on the sides. It didn't give you that easy bend on the sides, and that's because this is made out of more of a flimsy type material. It's not flimsy as bad, but it's just made out of a more flimsy-ish type material. So therefore, you're going to get that little bend. But overall, very nice fitting case. Snug for most. It really isn't going to be an issue. Now, how does it actually feel in your hand? Now, this is a little bit slippery, if I must say so. This is the first case from them that I can actually say feels slippery when I'm actually holding it, because these sides are completely smoothed out. The back is going to be transparent clear, so you know you're going to get the fingerprints, you're going to get the slipperiness. When it comes to this case, that's just the style case that this is. Dropping down on wireless charging, it works, of course, just fine with wireless charging. So here is the second clear option from Torras for the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. So here they are. Here are the cases from Torras. You have your shockproof, your thin, and you have your two clear cases. These two are very, very good, and I can easily see myself running one of these as my daily case. Really, really liking this shockproof case, but you already know the deal. Links will be down in the description below. Hit that thumbs up if you like this video, and if you want to see more accessory videos for the S20 Ultra, you already know, smash that sub button if you rock with your boy. But until next time, later.